This program is supported by the Innertown Record, your weekly hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge-Sunapee Sunshine region of New Hampshire. The Innertown Record.
Welcome back to this edition of Yankee Chronicle, coming to you from MJ Harrington Jewelry, celebrating 75 years of serving our communities. Newbury has an antique fire engine and many other firefighting-related artifacts. Let's now hear about an effort to create a permanent home for them. Hi, Ken.
Thanks, Abby. We're in the center of our brand new Newbury Fire Department station, which we completed and moved into just about 2 years ago. But now the Newbury Fire Department Benevolent Association, which is actually separate from the town department, but it consists of members of the department, has a new project that we're excited about. Starting last year, we talked amongst ourselves about the fact that Newbury Fire Department has a very rich history that dates back to 1927. And we actually have some artifacts, including our original M1 engine that, unfortunately, while it's been fully restored back in the 80s and 90s, has been stored in cold storage where it gets dusty, rodents attack it, birds do their thing on it. And we realized or recognized that several communities in the state over the years have created fire department museums to share the history of the fire department and the town and to show off artifacts. As you can see, based on where this is located, our new fire station is quite full. The intent was never to house M1 here in this station, and in fact it's only here now because our main boat, B1, is on the lake as we speak. The impetus of our project is to build a very small museum to house beautiful gems like the engine and to put it in a location where it can be seen literally every day. So given that we're an unmanned station, and we're certainly not going to man a museum, the problem was, where do we put the museum? So we recognized that adjacent to our property, of course being on town property, we're right next to the Veely Memorial Playground. In fact, one of the long walls of the museum, which is going to be largely glass, will be the fence line, if you will, for the playground. So literally anyone visiting the playground or the museum will be able to see all of the artifacts within the museum right from the playground. The building is going to be constructed with private funds and donated labor, so there'll be no town funding for this project. The building consists basically of a single bay garage with an exterior covered porch. And the museum will house the department's antique fire truck and a portable fire hydrant that we have, an antique portable fire hydrant, as well as additional historic items. It's important to note that the antique fire truck was completely restored using private funds in the 1980s and 1990s, and with entirely donated labor, including major time commitments by long-term fire department members Jim Druniak and Kevin Walker, who passed in 2002 and 2006 respectively. Currently, the fire truck is only occasionally displayed to the public, primarily on Old Home Day. So the fully restored and operational fire engine is a 1942 Chevrolet truck with the pump and hose bed coming from the town of Newbury's original first 1927 fire truck. Then we'll have a series of exterior display boards in the open covered porch area that will provide a history of the Newbury Fire Department, the history of the items displayed in the museum, as well as fire department membership recruitment information. Tours inside the museum will be available upon request and during certain designated times throughout the year. The building design will also allow easy entrance and exit of the fire truck so it can more easily participate in special events, including parades in our community and surrounding communities. The process we went through was to approach the select board, the Newbury Select Board, months ago. They were enthused about the project, but felt appropriately that we needed to have a public hearing to see what the public thought. We held that public hearing in December. That also received enthusiastic public support. So we were approved that if we raise the funds and build the museum, and then using private money, and then donate the building to the town of Newbury, we were approved for the project. So at this point in time, we actually have structural drawings for the museum. We need to raise the funds to get the materials, to build the building. We're asking for public support to do so. If you're inclined to help us, I can tell you we already have some major benefactors who have agreed to support the project, but we need to bring this project to full fruition. We need, even with volunteer labor and anticipated discounted pricing from vendors and subcontractors, we anticipate needing $150,000. And if you're inclined to support us, we would appreciate if you would send a check to the Newbury Fire Department, P.O. Box 373, Newbury, New Hampshire, 03255. And if you would put in the memo line of the check, Museum Project. Thanks very much, and I turn it back over to you, Abby.
Thank you, Ken, and thank you to MJ Harrington Jewelry in Newport for hosting us. They are celebrating 75 years of being a great local business and corporate citizen. David Lance, the owner, will join me to give a history lesson on the Main Street Newport business. Don't miss our Game of the Week second season with a replay of the Stevens at Kearsarge girls basketball game. All of our games replay at 12 noon and 7 p.m. on Sundays and Mondays. All of our programs are available on demand anytime at ycnnow.com. I'm Abby Peel. Join me again next week at this same time here at MJ Harrington Jewelry in Newport for a celebration broadcast of their 75 years of service to our area. Stay safe, everyone.
This program is supported by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Their full-service model offers oil delivery, propane, motor fuels with design, installation, service, and maintenance of all types of oil, gas, and alternative energy systems, as well as air conditioning, water conditioning systems, and their highly trained and friendly staff will assist you throughout the process of buying, installing, and servicing a full line of energy products. H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire since 1997, with roots going back much further as the country press, AccuMail, and the home of the Kearsarge shopper. Echo Communications. Main Street Bookends of Warner, for books, toys, games, cards, gifts, and a gallery of local art. Main Street Bookends of Warner. The Innertown Record, your weekly hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge Sunapee Sunshine region of New Hampshire. The Innertown Record.